What is up, guys? It is HumbleZeus here, bringing you another Sunday gaming episode, and today we're playing some Black Ops 1, the original Black Ops. It's been a long time. Me and this game haven't played together in... I don't know how many months it's been. I lost all my data initially because I'm so low ranked in it, and I just didn't have the urge to play it again. It's kind of like, well, you know what? You've lost everything. I'm just like, put the game away. I don't care anymore. But actually, I have to admit that the game was fun to come back to, even though I'm a bit rusty, and you'll probably see that some moments I'm just like, what is he doing? I am a bit rusty. I don't remember all the maps properly and everything. I don't remember how everything works, but I had a lot of fun recording this. I had a lot of fun going back to the older Call of Duty, and I kind of do enjoy that, going back, playing the older ones, seeing how they play and comparing them to the new ones. There are some aspects I love about the old ones and hate about the new ones, and the same thing vice versa. There are some really nice things about this game. And I'm not going to go into that because you all know, if you've ever played an older Call of Duty like Black Ops or World at War or whatever, there are aspects of it that you just remember, you're like, I really, really love this. And there are also aspects where you're just like, why is this here? And you're like, thank God the new ones took this out or put this in or whatever. And it's the same thing for all games. You're going to love aspects of the old and the new. And they're going to be things like you wish were in the old that are in the new, or things that you, again, vice versa, things you don't want, but that are there. And it's kind of like, well, it's an ever-growing cycle, and maybe one day we'll get the best of both worlds. Anyway, I want to talk about E3 in this video, because Sunday gaming is a day where I kind of take time out to play another game, but also talk with you guys about things. And as much as I've been going over recent news about, like, do we as YouTubers owe developers, and if you're thinking about starting a channel, what you should do, what you should expect, and I mean, those are two videos you can go watch at your own time if you want to. But I want to talk about E3, because obviously with E3 ended, we just kind of have a whole lot on the table to talk about, and there is a lot. So with Xbox, now I'm not an Xbox hater. I like Xbox. I think they have some really fun titles. I think this console is really nice. I mean, outside of being massive, I think it's a really nice console. I don't own it, obviously. I own the PS4, but I will intend to get an Xbox at some point. I think there is a lot that the Xbox can accomplish, but it's just not doing it by focusing on, like, AAA is, in my opinion, that's kind of what this console's geared towards. Like, all we want is the AAAs. We don't want your indie nonsense, please. You're not on the same level as we are. We need AAAs, and that's going to make us the king of this generation. I think that's very overconfident. I remember, like, when they dropped the prices, like, oh, same price but better than the PS4, and I'm like, okay, better in what way? Your games. Okay, a lot of them are AAA, but a lot of these don't look that interesting. Rise was not a very fun game. I think, what is it? Dead Rising is not necessarily a fun game either. What other? I'm trying to remember all the games that they just released, and I'm just like, yeah, okay. And then the one real title that anyone's even talking about, really, for Xbox and their whole demonstration is Halo 5, Halo Guardians. Like, this game, I liked Halo 4 to an extent. It wasn't a game as fun as Reach to me, or even some of the older Halos. Reach, I could play and just sit down and play that for hours and hours and hours on end. It was just a game where I had so much fun. There was just so much to do. Even when I go back and play it now, I could play it for a decent while. I pop in Halo 4, and I'm just like, why did I buy this game? Why? And I'm like, I see hacks. I see a bunch of just nonsense that I don't care for. The game itself, I mean, it looks nice. It's a game, it looks very nice. But it's just something that the mechanics or the way it's implemented does not work in keeping me entertained. And I'm hoping for Halo 5 that when I eventually do get around to buying it, that it'll keep me entertained, because I like the Halo's, like, franchise as a series. I love it. I love playing it. I love playing with friends. We all enjoyed playing it. That's kind of like that was like my real transition into being an Xbox player, was a game where I had so much fun that I was ignoring my PS3 because, like, this game is a hell of a lot of fun. It was my transition into being, like, an Xbox kind of person. And I was super excited to see their next game. I was like, wow, holy crap, okay, let's go. And I had fun with it for a while. I was like, let's play. Having a lot of fun. And then all of a sudden, I just didn't care for it anymore. I lost interest. I looked at the disc and I'd be like, you know, I should probably play this. And I never did. And it's kind of unfortunate. As for PlayStation, I saw a lot of cool indie titles. A lot of people weren't happy about that. They're like, oh my god, indie again? You're really working on indie? What about the AAAs? And I'm like, this is just like the first lineup. Give them a little bit to like show off some more. And there were some really interesting games. So I think, I'm not going to cover them all. I've covered a lot of ones that I like in previous videos. So I'm not going to cover those. But there was a lot of cool stuff that I think people kind of overlooked. And it's kind of unfortunate, but everyone's entitled to their own opinion. If you prefer AAA to indie, that's perfectly fine, but remember what indie has the potential to do. I've talked about that in another Call of Duty video, so you can go check that out if you're interested. Nintendo, kind of similar. New Zelda, Dynasty Warriors copy, basically. Nothing like grabbing me, nothing grabbing my attention. So E3, I think, had some really cool stuff, but it wasn't like wowing me. There was nothing really wowing me. There were a couple of small moments where I was like, yes, you did it. You did it right for once. Yes. Yeah. But nothing that made me like, I didn't spend the entire conference just like amazed. I spent half of it either kind of okay or the other half kind of like, can you just get off stage so I can look at more games? I like the look of, I forget what it's called, but it's like now you can plug it into your TV for like $100 and you can play like any of the old games, which is really cool to me. So there were some things I liked. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like. Comment on anything you find interesting, anything you liked about E3. Subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys later. Oh, make sure you follow me on Twitter, though. Make sure you do that. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Zeus out.